What's up guys, Royal Fire here, and today I'm going to be talking about the best divisions in Call of Duty World War II. Now before I get in the video, I'm not going to be focusing on the primary and the secondary or even the equipment. I'm only going to be focusing on the skills, the division skills, and the basic trainings. Since the division skills only focus on how you play, or in the sense of play style. I'm only going to be going over 3 of them that you should use when the beta or when the game launches. I want you guys to know which is the best division class before you get into the beta. Speaking of the beta as well, the beta starts at August 25th through August 28th for PS4 and September 1st through September 4th for PlayStation 4 and Xbox, in which I'm going to do a lot of videos during when that beta comes out, only on September 1st through September 4th since I only have the Xbox. But with all that aside, let's get straight into the video. Now, the 3 best divisions that I believe are going to do well in the beta / game launch, in which these divisions are going to just decimate the beta and game launch. But now I want to be talking about the first one I chose on my list, and it's the Infantry 2. This one was kind of hard to choose because I had Mountain 2 as well, and both of those are really good, but I chose Infantry because I already have a Mountain on my list. So I chose Infantry just for more diversity. But this one has a bayonet charge, which makes infantry riflemen a threat at all ranges, and then for division training, it has 2 extra attachments on your primary weapon and 1 attachment on your secondary weapon. And for basic training, it reveals enemy equipment and takes less explosive damage, so basically a flat jacket. So it pretty much helps you from random grenades not killing you. But the reason why I chose this one is because you get 2 extra attachments on your primary weapon, and having the most attachments on your gun possible will help you win more gunfights than usual. For me, I like to have as many attachments possible on my primary. I really don't care about the secondary as much, but primary weapons are my most worry in any Call of Duty possible. So I chose this one because the most attachments you have, the better the outcome of your gunfights. But going back to the division skill with bayonet charge, I can see people using the bayonet charge and rushing throughout the whole map easily, which is pretty useful, so that's why I put it on this list, because you'd be able to move faster and you might get a lucky kill with the bayonet charge. So if you want to be able to move throughout the map faster, I would use bayonet charge. Now going back to the basic training about revealing enemies' equipment, that is the most useful thing ever, because if you see a bouncing Betty or any kind of trip mine, you'll be able to see it. And there's possibly an enemy in that area, so you'll be able to know if they're going to be in that area or you're going to be trapped. You don't have to really worry too much because you got a flat jacket like training in which you're going to go walk through that equipment anyways and you're not going to die. You might be red, but you're not going to die. So that's also a good, useful training. But the reason why I put this in 3rd was because there's not many perks, like perks inside of this division. It's mostly about equipment wise and attachment wise. So I didn't really stick with this one as much as the other 2. But I still put it on this list because I think it's more useful with weapon wise. But coming into our number 2 spot is going to be Mountain 2. Both of the Mountain divisions are really good, but I felt more closer to Mountain 2 than Mountain 1 because of its basic trainings. But before I get to basic trainings, I want to be talking about the division skill first, and I think it's better for quickscopers than real actual snipers that actually sit in the back of the map and snipe. This is more of a quickscoping, which I'm mostly probably going to use for quickscoping, but I'm still going to be probably sniping in the back of the map anyhow. But for its division skill, Sharpshooter, it blacks out the surroundings and in return acquire aim assist at enemy names, activated while holding the breath. So this is kind of like the retro style that we had back in Call of Duty Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, all those old Call of Duties, where you'd be able to see the black scope, in which newer Call of Duties, you just can't, it's just a little blur. In which personally I love the black scope, I love that retro style, so I'm glad that they brought it back into Call of Duty World War II, and it does kind of help me focus more on the target than the actual outside of it, unlike the newer Call of Duties like Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare and all that. But I see this division scale as the most overpowered division scale out of all the divisions because it requires aim assist and it helps you see enemy targets' names, so that helps you way beyond any other division class. You know when this division's good when Pomage, probably one of the greatest snipers in Call of Duty, says it feels nice, it feels good, it feels fluid. That's when you know that the division skill is probably going to be the best one out of all the divisions itself. But moving on to the division training, we got acquire enemy names from farther away, increase minimap coverage, and hidden to player controlled streaks. So be able to see enemies from far away distance helps because maybe the game kind of blurs. It kind of looks like a blurry kind of brownish feel, and it's going to probably cover most of the map with the players, kind of like what it did in Modern Warfare 2 and a little bit of Modern Warfare 3. So this little training bit does go a long way, especially if the game's kind of dull and dark, in which you'd be able to snipe people better and faster than they can even realize that you were sniping them. But with increased minimap coverage, you'd be able to see more than any other division class by far. That means you'll know where the enemy's at all times better than any other division, and it keeps you knowing where mostly any of the players are at. And being hidden by enemy controlled streaks, that means you'll be able to go anywhere on the map and don't have to worry about getting shot at, unless you got shot at randomly. But now going to the basic training, Forage. This helps make you swap weapons faster, equipment faster, and helps you resupply ammo as well, which that's amazing. This basic training is a godsend to any quickscopers and trickshotters. But this means you can switch weapons faster during the middle of a gunfight and be able to take out the enemy faster than they can take you out. So I can see this as the most perfect division for all snipers and quickscopers. But before I get into the last division, I want to go over some honorable mentions. These honorable mentions were some of the divisions that I thought were pretty good, but I didn't think it would make it onto my list. Okay. But the first honorable mention on this list is the Mountain 1 division. This one was so hard to choose between this one and the Infantry 2. If I had a top 5 list, this would definitely be ranked 4. The only difference between Mountain 1 and Mountain 2 division is kill without revealing enemy death locations and no name or reticle color change when targeted, in which I could see this one as being more controversial in this video because it was a hard decision to make. I didn't know which one to choose, okay? But coming at the honorable mention number 2 spot is the 1st Airborne Division. I thought this one was pretty good too, but I'll explain why I didn't choose this one. Because coming into our number 1 spot is Airborne Division number 2. This one destroys all divisions. This is the division where you can pub stomp any match with this division class. I gotta say, with the division skills, the basic training, and the division training, these 3 are my favorite. Because I literally see potential in competitive players using this division setup. This division skill comes with a suppressor which you can take off and on as you please, in which that can destroy the whole game. I feel like this is going to be a broken division which probably need later to get fixed. This will help you keep silent on the minimap and also in the game. For division training, you sprint for longer distances, increase sprint speed, and climb over obstacles faster. This makes you go on the map faster than any other division in Call of Duty World War II. You can get to the enemy spawn faster than any of the other divisions. And to make it even better with the basic training, you have quieter movement, you take no fall damage, and you're invisible to enemy recon. You're essentially a ninja the whole game. This makes you both fast and quiet, which most competitive players love. In which this means that you're not going to be on the minimap at all. Now the reason why I didn't choose the other Airborne is fairly simple. I like more of a perk style than more of equipment style. Because the other one, you'd be able to have a smoke screen, which I guess that is useful if you're going to play on war, but being undetected at all times is the most amazing thing that's ever happened in Call of Duty. And it's all because I'm a stealth guy. I like being stealth. And I also like not being noticed by anybody on the minimap. This division is literally overpowered. And I believe this division is the best division out of all the divisions combined. And I am really excited to play the beta in August/September. And that's all going to be for this video. I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the beta when it comes out. And I'm really excited to use this class, or I meant division, when the beta comes out. But thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you're really excited to play Call of Duty World War II when it comes out, and the beta. Comment on which one's your favorite division, and subscribe for more because I'm going to be posting a lot of Call of Duty World War II when it comes out. Prepared for that. Just saying. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.